In today's video, we're going to be working on this 2001 GMC Sierra that is my buddy's plow truck. And as you can see shortly, Wisconsin has not been kind to this vehicle. And our project today, and probably for the weekend, is going to be replacing the bottom section of the rocker panels on this truck since they've rotted out. Now, because they've rotted out, there isn't a whole lot to weld to, so that's going to be the adventure. We got some parts that we're going to try to get to stick. And we have no idea what we're doing, so we're going to see how this turns out. And today we are accompanied by my buddy Joe, whose truck this is, and it's his project. And we're going to work together. Joe, you got anything to add on this?
Yeah, I was going to say, spent a good part of the day yesterday with rust removal. So as you see some of the close-ups here, we did probably get a good 3, 4, 5 pounds of rust knocked off the thing to help it keep it out of our eyes while we're working. But we'll kind of see what we get into, and hopefully we can find some good meat to weld into. So time will tell.
That's a good start. Join us for our adventure on replacing the rocker panels. Alright, status update here. I got the inner rocker panel that we're dry fitting into this rust bucket here. Got the corner that is completely dissolved, and we gotta get those two to match up. But to do that, we've got to take the bed and lift it slightly. And we had good luck on one side getting all the bolts out, but it may have cursed us. And here we are with this one. It's just spinning freely, and that's going to jam us up because we won't be able to pick the bed up without removing that. So we're going to try poking a little hole in here, see if we can get upside the top of it and hold whatever it is that's supposed to be releasing it. If not, I suspect we'll have to cut it off, but we'll take it stepwise and see if we can get her free. So that's where we're at. Well, the pesky bolt persists. We've spent a good long while doing everything we can to get it off. Cut a little window into the channel on the other side so we can see the broken part that's spinning. And with no success to be able to grip it to get that bolt out, we're left with two options. Either cut it, which we're going to save that to the very end, or time to break out the welder and see if we can weld something to it and get it to crank off. So that's where we're at. Wish us luck. Good news, we won the battle, although it took us a tremendous amount of time. Had to cut a little window in the channel there, as you can see, but we did get the last of the 8 bolts out. So now we're ready to lift the bed up a little bit and hopefully do some cut and welding. Okay, for those keeping score, I'm pretty sure the truck is winning. We're 5 hours into this. We do have a back rocker panel installed and sistered up to the old rocker panel, and we have the front rocker panel all primed up and ready to go. And we had to invent a little chunk of metal here just because it was so rotted out and missing. So we'll see how that all works out. But everything should be in play, and now the front rocker panel should get installed. Let's see what happens. Good morning on day 2. I'm going to consider this truck still winning, considering last night we were unable to even finish one side. Got the rocker panel in, not my favorite weld work, so we won't do a close-up of that, especially since there's enough rot in the back corner here that we had nothing to weld to. But the real humdinger was the back corner here. We weren't able to finish because late last night we found that whatever foam they used to pack in there is extremely flammable, and didn't want to go to sleep thinking that the house might burn down. So truck's still winning for now, but we hope to square this side away today and then finish the other side today before the end of the day and get this truck back together and back on the road. So we'll see. All right, one side done. Before it didn't have a rocker panel, now it does have a rocker panel. And some handiwork here on the back corner as well. Should paint up pretty well and look okay, as long as you don't look too closely, or on the underside. So one down, one to go, 3/4 of a day left, game on. All right, last progress update here. We are halfway done welding this front rocker panel, as you can tell. We did manage to get this back cap all squared away, ready for paint. Unfortunately, my welder is all out of gas, so we will have to wait to another day. How disappointing. We had to lift the bed up so that we could get a good grind on that corner cap there. And whilst we were back here moving things around, we may have noticed a slight separation on the suspension, which is no good. So more disappointing news after all this work. More work to be done. 2 days of our lives on this rusty truck. We got the driver's side all done. We got the passenger side mostly done. Got some suspension work that's questionable at best in the back.
Yep.
And of course, we ran out of gas, so we aren't going to be able to finish the project. Any thoughts?
You know, we inhaled a lot of rust dust, a lot of welding gas. Almost started it on fire with some flammable foam in the cab corners.
More than once.
And now we know what the clunking is in the rear end when I hit a bump a little too hard. So she'll be brand new-ish when time we're said and done.
So on that terrible disappointment, If you like what you saw, and I don't know why you would, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Adios.